Hi, everybody. Sarah Sharp-Lamance here, trauma-sensitive mindfulness coach and artist, founder of Still Wild Contemplative Practice for Changemakers, and the Letters Project, Letters from Across the Political Divide, which we'll get to in a minute. It has been a rough few days for those of us in the United States who did not vote for the incoming Trump administration. It's been days of shock and awe. We knew it was coming, but it has been devastating nonetheless now that it's here. And I can say for myself, in no uncertain terms, that I am not going to make it through the next 4 years unscathed without a very committed contemplative or meditation practice, which is what Still Wild is all about, balancing one's commitment to change-making and advocacy with the stillness practices. I can say too, for reasons I don't wholly understand, that the more I need a practice, the harder one is to come by. I can have a very hard time pulling myself away from the choppy surface and all that chaos and sinking into those deep places from which I can find very real feelings of peace and joy despite it all. And this is important, I think, for reasons having to do with physical and mental health. And frankly, I'm a much better advocate when I'm operating from those deep places. So if this is something that resonates with you, if this is something that you want to work to balance in these next few years, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help however I can. You'll find more at stillwildportal.com. I'm a coach by trade, as usual. Pay me if you can. If not, reach out to me anyway. We will work something out. In my capacity as an artist, as many of you know, my recent offering is the Letters Project, Letters from Across the Political Divide, which is my attempt to shrink that divide by writing letters from my liberal progressive self to my conservative friends who know that my politics swing way far to the left. Nonetheless, I've been able to keep the lines of communication open, which is very important to me for reasons having to do with halting this free fall into extreme partisanship and dangerous feelings of hostility toward anyone who feels differently than we do. And this is important wherever you find yourself on the political spectrum. This is a project in service of a strategy, we'll say, and a very important one for all kinds of reasons. Not always possible, admittedly. We all have friends and family members and acquaintances with whom we cannot have any sort of productive conversation. We have to know our limits. But when we can, I think we must. And if this is something that I can help you with, I hope you'll reach out to me about this too. Go to thelettersproject.com.org. I'll list it below. And as always, we're in it together, guys.